Marlin John Serefino. I'm researching on traditional healing and spiritual protection among the Falatit communities in Wow. I chose oral history interview plus focus group discussion. Oral history, I see it as more relevance to this research because it gives person that space to narrate whatever is there in their mind, and they give you some evidence and the experiences. I choose people who have lived the experience of traditional healers, and I also interviewed traditional healers themselves and their students and elderly women, especially the fact that traditional healers is mostly practiced by women, elderly women. In my community, seeing someone who is very old and is still alive, they look at it in two perspectives. It's like you're either a witch or you are blessed by the gods, So I chose elderly women, then the religious specialists or the religious practitioners, and then the students, to see this intergenerational perception in regards to the practices of traditional healers. Some of the most interested findings that I got is that traditional healers are not just that the way that we look at them in a negative way. These are the knowledge specialists, and they are the preservers and conservers of cultural heritage and identity. Through them, we are able to know our roots, where we are coming from. Leave alone before the coming of the missionaries to Africa, we were depending on traditional healers. And they are also the mediators, or they also take part in the reconciliation process at the local context. That's why if there is a conflict in a local situation, they normally go and look for traditional healers to come and bring the two opponent or the rival together to do the reconciliation. I attended one where the traditional healer was brought, and he was asked, the community called him to come and take active role in reconciling the two people who were in conflict and they were not talking to each other. So he came from there with his traditional onion, and then the granite paste, and he was cooking and talking. So when he finished talking, and while cooking this granite paste, the oil will come on top of this granite. So once he put it in your mouth, you will spit it out, considering that problem is hot as that hot oil. So once you spit the hot oil out of your tongue, meaning that you have to spit that problem from your heart and you have forgiven that person. So he will put the oil in your tongue, you spit it out, then they will slaughter it's either a cock or a bull. If it depends on the economy of the reconciling parties. So they really take active role in these processes. So this research really, it has a serious impact on cultural diversity and the complexity of identity in order to enable us to learn about other cultures. So through this research, it has brought a new insight and the knowledge regarding the practices of traditional healers. So these are the local voices that we really need to include, especially in the syllabus or the archives, South Sudan archives, for us to learn more about traditional healers. This Women Research Network has shaped my life experience, and it has broadened my understanding. And then it has inspired other young women, especially when we conduct seminars and presentation somewhere. So some of my female colleagues be like, how will I join this Women Research Network? How can I apply? So if you are writing on traditional healing, what inspired you to do such kind of research, and yet it is risky for a young woman like you? And to me, really, due to the limited number of the women researchers in South Sudan, I felt like I'm grateful really for this initiative, and it is really listening to my voice being exposed out to the public. It has a serious impact on my life and my understanding and my experience as a woman in general.